The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, we have a few technical problems that we're having to deal with this morning. So, happy Monday. So, Lindsay has changed locations. You know, she was talking all big about, okay, I'm going to go down and make up my little she shed studio while my husband's gone, and he won't know that I'm infiltrating his man cave, whatever. Mm-hmm. So, then she's in a different spot this morning. She's not in her closet. So, what happened with that?
I'm out of the closet. I was going to do it in the basement, obviously. So, when he was out of town, I went down there. I felt it out. It wasn't going to work for me. The location's bad. It was either I was going to be able to go in the kids' playroom, which, disaster area, or in front of the kitchen downstairs. And it just didn't look cute. So now I'm in the guest room.
So you're in just the guest room, and is that where you're going to stay? Is that where it'll be?
Yeah, this is where I'm going to stay. It's just
okay. And that's better than the closet?
I don't know. Is it? I mean, I just got out of the closet. My closet is kind of my sacred spot.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't matter, but I made up the cutest office in this guest room.
Okay.
I have a new desk, a new rug, a new chair. I got it all.
Now, that was all for the studio stuff? Or you already had it?
No, I bought it.
Oh, okay.
Now, keep in mind, nobody can see it except me. But
okay. So it's a little dark in there, though.
It is. So what I've got to do is turn on the light.
Oh.
Yeah. And once it gets brighter outside, I'm in front of a window, which is excellent lighting.
Yeah. And I think, though, you may want to get some little desktop lights, you know, the photography kind of lights that shine upon your face.
Mm-hmm. I have one shining on my face. It's probably not as much.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I'm just going to say I have a new computer now. Anyway, it's not new. And it's terrible. So I need to adjust that. It's the one that y'all gave me, and I didn't know it was bad.
What makes you think it's terrible? We ordered it to do something in the studio here, and then it wasn't nearly good enough to do what we needed it to do. And then who told you to take it?
You did.
I did. Well, then there you go.
Well, yeah.
You got to know. You got to know it's not going to work.
I figured like just a Zoom or whatever would work, but it's.
But didn't I give it to you to take to one of your trips just to see, you know, if you needed it for a trip that you were taking and you were going to try to broadcast from it?
Yeah, I never have used it till today. Because I was like, oh, this is, you know, it's cute. It's white. It matches my motif.
Mm-hmm. So we probably need to just go ahead and add that to the big pile of stuff we're planning for our Facebook Marketplace sale.
Yeah,
that we've got going on.
Yeah.
We're going to have going on. We'll give you more details on that. We're also selling Lindsay's house.
Yeah.
On Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So by now, you've probably heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and ooh, it's my latest obsession. I love it, and it's only 15 minutes out of your day, and it feels like and looks like you've been in the gym for hours. What it is, they put electromuscle stimulation vests on you. You do little workout, 15-minute simple moves, but the vest stimulates your muscles, and I'm telling you, tones, lengthens, strengthens. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. You're going to achieve those weight loss goals. Check out Mandu Charlotte, and your first one is free. Go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Again, congratulations to the LSU Tigers baseball team. They won the College World Series again yesterday. Now, obviously, I'm a huge LSU fan. I always want them to win pretty much every single time. I was a little torn yesterday, though. I kind of wanted them because it's the best out of 3 games against Coastal Carolina. They beat Coastal Carolina Friday night and then, Saturday night, and then they played yesterday. And if Coastal would have won, they would have played Monday for the championship game. The only reason I felt like I might have wanted LSU to lose yesterday is because I hate those yellow jerseys that they wear on Sundays.
Yeah. And
all of the memories and all of the footage of their season and their championship game is going to be in those ugly jerseys. So
they are ugly.
I kind of wanted them to wear white and purple would have been the next rotation. But they did win. I was glad. And so I was all pumped up when I went to bed last night. Now, y'all are animal lovers, obviously, over-the-top animal lovers, where there is a bird in Massachusetts that has been donated to the animal shelter there, or surrendered to the animal shelter. And they're not quite sure to whom they are going to sell the bird. I don't say adopt animals. I say buy and sell animals because they're animals. So they're looking to sell this bird, and more than 50 people from over the U.S. and Canada have filled out the forms to buy this bird. And what makes it special is it does nothing but cuss. It barely says any words that aren't 4-letter words.
Oh.
And on the news report, they had to beep just about. It's almost like when you have to beep a rapper when they're just talking.
Yeah.
It was just big beep, blank, beep, blank, beep, 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 beep. They couldn't play you couldn't even hear what the bird could say, what his voice sounds like because he was cussing so badly.
Oh my gosh.
Now, who's volunteered to take that bird? Who wants that bird? Who thinks that's cool? A trashy person, that's who.
Me? I just want to laugh at it all day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
well, maybe they're trying to help the bird because a lot of the time when those birds cuss like that, that means they were in an abusive household, and the couple was fighting all the time. So they might just want to give that bird a little bit of peace.
No,
you don't think so?
They think it's funny that the bird cusses, just like a lot of people think it's funny when little kids cuss. Just not.
Oh.
So what? They're gonna look how cool my bird is. But it's huge. I don't even know what kind of bird it is. Talking one.
A talking bird.
Yeah. But maybe if they got that bird to church.
Yeah.
And it could teach it how to act. So
take
obviously
that bird to church.
The person that taught him how to cuss like that is trashy. And if you would want that bird just because he cusses and you think it's funny, then you're trashy.
True.
I mean, what are you going to do? Take it out with you in public, and then you're in front of a bunch of kids and families and everything, and you think that's funny that he's going to be cussing.
That's terrible.
Saying rated R words even.
That is crazy. Where is it? Where did it happen?
Massachusetts, obviously. That's where the cussers live.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
All right, so 2 sports teams in the news today. The LSU Tigers, as TJ mentioned, won the men's College World Series last night.
You don't have to say men's. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the College World Series. You should stipulate the women's.
Oh, okay.
But everybody knows it's just the College World Series.
Everybody knows. Don't have to mention it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So LSU defeating Coastal Carolina, as TJ mentioned a little bit ago. The Saturday game, a little bit of a bore fest. It was 1-0. I mean, through the whole game, I watched most of it. And then yesterday, I did not finish watching the game, but it looked like LSU had a pretty sizable lead early on.
Yeah, they had a big inning in the fourth, and they were up by 4 runs, and then Coastal hit a 2-run home run and made it closer.
Okay.
By the end. But let me take that back. What I said, it should be the College World Series, and it should be the College Softball World Series. So you don't even need to mention men's or women's.
Yeah,
because men don't play softball, and women don't play baseball. So that would be the proper way to do it.
Yeah.
The College World Series, because it was that for many, 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 many years, and then the College Softball World Series.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Oh. And those Coastal Carolina players and all, they were really cocky.
Were they really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, so LSU, one of the top trending topics, it was also the NBA Finals, the NBA Championship. The Oklahoma City Thunder defeating the Indiana Pacers in the 7-game series.
Yeah. I don't watch NBA.
I don't either. So
I don't understand it.
You don't get it?
No. I can't relate to it.
Lindsay, you don't watch NBA at all, do you? Even though you were involved in the organization there for a while?
I don't watch sports.
You don't watch any sports?
No.
She didn't watch it when she was having to be at the game as a performer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I had to know a little bit what was going on since I was the, Capitan. But that was it. That was it.
Well, this might be more your speed. Today is National Pink Day. National Pink Day. And it's very fitting that there's a story in the news. There's a trend on TikTok where women are purchasing pink Sharpies and using it as a DIY lip liner. And they are raving about how easy and effective it is. And Sharpie makes non-toxic products, but a lot of doctors are saying getting this kind of product around your mouth, maybe not such a good idea.
Did we not learn anything from that influencer that just died and she ate the products?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, if Sharpie's non-toxic,
Yeah.
Not every day on your mouth. If you happen to get it in your mouth, okay, fine.
Yeah, it does seem like a little crazy. But there's even one doctor that says, listen, I do this for a living, and I'm about to start doing this myself. So pink Sharpies becoming more difficult to get at Staples and Office Max and all those places.
Well, that's fantastic because I use pink Sharpies every day for my job. Now I won't be able to get them.
Yeah. So those are just a few things that are now trending. There's a story in the news that I have been waiting to talk about all week, and I cannot wait to share it with you. Coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. A TJ Riggins Prime button to get to invitations, links, and all the great Prime Plus exclusive content. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Fourth of July just might be the perfect holiday. Summer weather, pool parties, grilling on the barbecue, and fireworks. It's just fantastic. And what's going to make it even more perfect this year, some Omaha steaks and juicy burgers on that grill.
Oh my gosh, seriously. And with their 4th of July sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Not to mention, our listeners get an additional $45 off with promo code TJR at checkout.
And seriously, you do need to take advantage of this offer because if you're like I am, then you're sitting around just dreaming of a butter-basted steak or even a green chili cheeseburger while I'm relaxing by the pool this 4th of July.
Well, stock up now. Get fired up for the 4th with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their 4th of July sale. And for an extra $45 off, use promo code TJR at checkout. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $45 off with promo code TJR at checkout. See site for details.
Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details. And thank you so much to Omaha Steaks for being our partners.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Listen everywhere. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
I've been waiting to talk about this story, and I cannot wait to share it with you. There's a woman named Deborah Jones, and she is suing her employer, and her employer is Truist Bank. which is a major banking conglomerate. I think they're headquartered in Charlotte. I could be wrong about that. Charlotte, North Carolina, where we live.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that, but Truist is a massive company. So she's suing specifically her former manager at Truist because she says what he did to her has caused her PTSD, and she is having trouble finding a new job after this incident. What did the manager do to Deborah Jones that caused her such stress and PTSD, as she claims? He put a Chucky doll in her chair at work.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Put a Chucky doll. Have you seen this story?
Yeah, because it happened late Friday, I think, is when it broke, and so I talked about it on my night show Friday night. And one of the things that she mentioned that she had a condition that it aggravated, that added to the lawsuit, was vitiligo.
The skin?
Autoimmune disease, vitiligo. Yeah. And couldn't figure out why that would have anything to do with her having anxiety or whatever else she mentioned about that. But yeah.
Was it?
My wife would be looking to sue somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Well, the bank's legal team said she was trying to push through, a frivolous lawsuit, and the judge agreed and threw it out.
Yeah.
But I could see that. That would be so terrifying if you're deathly afraid of dolls, which she said she was. It wasn't
hers is not just Chucky.
It wasn't
it's
just
all
about Chucky. She said it was a doll fear, a fear of dolls. So the manager thought it would be funny, which isn't right. That's not a nice thing to do.
No.
In a workplace.
And she was in her training time. She wasn't even a long-time employee.
Yeah.
So he's messing with the new hire, basically, playing a joke on her and all that. That's not good either.
No.
How old is she?
It didn't say. I didn't say. Her name's Deborah.
I feel like she's got to be Gen Z, right? They're just so touchy.
I don't see
so everything is,
Yeah, maybe. But I get why he would want to do it, though. If somebody tells you they're scared of dolls, it's your natural inclination to go, oh, let me find a doll and freak them out. But you can't do it at work.
It was just a joke. Like,
yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Put your big girl panties on. Let's go. Like, come on.
See, it comes down to whether or not you really understand that they have a serious fear of something.
Yeah.
Because a prank is not funny, really, unless the person that's being pranked is cool with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I get that.
That's not a good prank. If the person can't laugh when it's over, oh, you got me, then it's not a good prank. It's bullying, I guess, what you call it.
So he was kind of
tormenting.
Bullying and tormenting.
Sue is, I get that she was scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lawsuit, no, I don't get with that, but.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess the lesson here is don't torment the people that are under you, TJ. And, because you could, the consequences of it are bad. Now, the judge threw it out, though. So what does that mean? Maybe just continue on like you're doing.
Mm-hmm. But I don't scare my wife with Chucky dolls and all because I know how badly she is scared of them, and I'd be afraid she'd hurt herself. I don't put the Chucky doll in the refrigerator coming after her because she would turn around and run into the countertop.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. What is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
I had a big weekend. I went to Charleston to that wedding. Had a wedding to go to. It was nice. It's a nice wedding. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary happened. So, just a lot of driving, brother. Just a lot of driving, Brother Riggins. Lindsay, I told Riggins that I figured up yesterday how much time I spent in my truck last week. Going to and fro the big dangerous city of Charlotte every night for my other job and then driving to Charleston and back and all that. It's around 22 hours last week I was in my truck. So almost an entire day of last week was spent in the truck.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But Lindsay's got a big. Is it tomorrow night? You're going back to your childhood.
It's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, and
it is. I have to compete in a swim meet. It's okay. So it's my daughter's swim team is having a parent relay, but it's serious, and I didn't realize how serious it actually is.
And why are y'all doing that?
It's just something that they do at the last swim meet of the year. They think it's fun, I guess.
Yeah, they do that. They're starting to do that in sports where they'll put the moms in the pads out there at football practice and have them tackle their sons in middle school and things like that. Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but
Okay,
well, I bet I know
way
because
worse.
it's millennial parents and they want to continue to live like the kids. You know,
Yeah.
this the
Yeah,
chronic
live out their
adolescence.
dreams.
Yeah. So you were on the swim team when you were younger.
Yes. And I swam in high school.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I know how to swim. I wouldn't have chosen this for myself because only 4 parents of the whole team have to do it, and I'm one of them. And how that happened was I randomly told one of the head ladies that I used to swim. Here we are.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
So for each swim team of children, 4 of the parents have to swim in a team against the other parents.
So it's 4 adult relays, each team that we compete against, and 4 parents, of the same team. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that going to be like you going to have a hard time doing that as far as being in shape enough to do that?
Hell, no. Are you kidding me?
What is that? What is that workout you do with the electrode things and all that?
Oh, well, listen, Mandu has prepared me in other ways.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, but I don't any of that stuff that Mandu does, as great as it is, doesn't mimic swimming.
No.
No, not at all. I mean, it's helped me lean up a little bit, but let's be real. I haven't swam since 1999.
All you got to do is say 19, and
Yeah.
we know it's been a long time.
The previous century.
Yeah, so I'm scared to death is what I'm getting at.
Well, I bet you'll win.
You better.
What is the competition like? The other moms still keeping up with their swimming techniques and all?
So it's not a mom, it's men too. And one of the men went to the Junior Olympics at like 17 years old.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. Oh, well,
Awesome.
just don't embarrass us too badly.
Yeah, please win.
TJ Riggins and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at tjriggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at tjriggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jody's House Podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at tjriggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. tjriggins.com.
Hey, it's TJ, and the people at Cozy Earth are thrilled with all the people who have bought that bubble cuddle blanket that I've been promoting. And as you know, I get a special discount for you, the highest discount that any influencer gets, which is 41% off when you use the code TJ at checkout. People are also loving the bamboo bedding and pajamas. A lot of celebrities like those, but that doesn't matter. I like them. I'm the only celebrity you need to worry about. Go to tjriggins.com/deals. Use the code TJ at checkout for that big 41% discount on everything at Cozy Earth.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Yeah. I think everybody on the show loves sun chips, right?
Oh, yeah.
Love them.
Don't you love them too, Rob? Even you?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this young lady made a video that went on the social medias, and she loves them too. But she does have one complaint about Sun Chips, and I think she's. I think there's a lot of validity here. Means it's valid.
So I got one question. Why Sun Chips ain't never come out with no other flavor? Like, they only got 4 flavors, and I only like 2 of them, and that's the red bag and the orange bag. Like, y'all don't want to come out with no barbecue or no something? Like, damn, man, got a girl waiting, trying to see what's going on. Y'all through?
That's a good point.
I feel that.
So the red ones would be the salsa ones, right?
Yeah.
Garden salsa,
Garden
they call
salsa,
it.
yeah.
And then the orange ones are the cheese ones.
Yeah.
So she doesn't like the plain or the ranch, right? Is it ranch or sour cream and onions?
Sour cream and onion.
Okay.
Those are good too.
you are
I
right.
know. I love all of them, even the plain ones.
Yeah.
But there ain't no barbecue. What else? I mean, that's it.
Y'all just done?
I'm done.
Y'all done?
That's a good point.
I feel her. Yes.
There's 1,000 flavors of Ruffles and
Oh.
Lays.
And how
Stupid
many of them
ones.
are good?
Yeah,
5 of them,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
How good would a sour cream and cheddar be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of a Sun Chip.
Oh, yeah. Combining the two?
Yeah, like those sour cream and cheddar Ruffles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are great.
That's my fave.
Yeah. Lays will give you like pickle and vinegar. It's like, come on. Yeah, they make a good point there.
I think they have Cajun chips now. Lay's has Cajun chips. It's basically kind of to me, being a Louisianian, it tastes like a knockoff of Zapp's potato chips. But yeah, she's right. They could get some better flavors.
Yeah. Like barbecue and
I don't know.
and I don't know.
I don't know. So, y'all done?
Give one flavor suggestion. I don't know what else, but come on.
I mean, I could see a bacon flavored Sun Chip,
Okay.
like some sort of a spicy one,
Sure.
Yes.
but not
She
like
clearly
spicy
just wants
Cheetos.
barbecue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or something.
Or something.
She's like, I'm not the one that's getting paid money to come up with flavors. Y'all need to come up with flavors.
Y'all just done?
Now,
Dill pickle would be good.
yeah, but the original Sun Chips are good with onion dip.
Yes.
You ever done that? Yeah, they're good. They're good like that. But yeah, my favorite are the cheese, and
Same.
the garden salsa is okay.
I don't think I've ever had those.
the red bag.
The red bag. I only like the red bag and the orange bag.
She don't even know the flavors. How's she gonna?
She's like, y'all ain't got number 4, and I only like 2.
I like the red and orange.
I love that. It's the stuff from the real people that I like.
Absolutely.
Out there on the internet.
Sun Chips is like they're looking at their DMs. They're like, nobody ever DMs us. Like, this girl's living.
She's blowing us up.
I want some barbecue and something.
Block her.
Now.
We don't want to do any more work.
Thank you for joining us.
I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins. Subscribe to all the shows at tjriggins.com and never miss the latest episodes. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Over the weekend, Bill Belichick was back in the news because all these emails had been released. Well, I didn't realize that that's all public information. The emails between Bill Belichick, the head coach of the UNC Tar Heels football program, and the emails between him and the people that work at the school. That's all public information.
Yeah, because it's a government entity.
Never thought of that. They
That's
said
why I call them government agents.
that would have never happened if he had worked at Duke or something like that. But the fact that he works at a public institution. So, but in these emails, it came out that he thinks that CBS secretly recorded his girlfriend with the camera placement in that bizarre interview he did where she was jumping in all the time. Said CBS manipulated it and had her sit in a spot where the camera would pick it up. Like he was really, really upset, and we're just now sort of getting a inside look at how upset he was.
But then again, why was she even in a spot? Like, why would she, if somebody told her, sit over here, and she, he's been around TV enough to know, and she's been, around, I guess, enough to know that if she didn't want to be on camera, she would have stood behind the cameras.
Yeah.
Right.
We've done plenty of TV commercials at studios and things like that, and our manager stood behind the camera, and if something needed to be changed, he would say it from off camera or walk up as the cameras were off.
Yeah.
He wouldn't sit over there where he could be, where there could be a camera on him when he said, "Hey, I'm sorry, that's off of our brand of what we usually do. They're not going to say that or whatever."
Yeah. And he goes on to say that the only reason she was there is that a representative from his book company didn't make it from Simon & Schuster, so that then she had to step in, and he's trying to do all these things to mitigate this situation.
She more than stepped in.
I would say
she
so.
stepped in and took over. Was she supposed to step in and take over from what we saw? But then again, I don't trust any news organizations either. So
yeah. And it's a
So
press
what are you
story.
gonna do?
It's a
Yeah.
press story. You got press. That's what you wanted. You were out there to get some attention. You got it.
She's making me mad.
Yeah, it's just a crazy situation that's going on with those two. So they are in the news over the weekend. 2025 is the 50th anniversary of the movie Jaws. Yeah. So you're seeing that on television all the time, and it's weird, interesting timing considering that the largest great white shark ever recorded is off the coast of North Carolina, where we live.
Yeah, which is weird to think about that. Not in California.
Yeah,
because of the impact that the movie had on all of our popular culture. You know, the great white sharks are in California and Australia. That's it.
That's it.
Only places they are.
Yeah.
And then there's one that just swims up, in Hilton Head or wherever it is, bellies up to the bar.
Yeah.
One of the little, tiki huts over there.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah. Hey, how doing?
Don't forget about me.
Yeah, we found out the biggest great white in the world is Southern.
Yeah.
Like, hey, guys. We call him Bubba.
He likes it down here.
Yeah.
He's like, this is great. The people are nice. They're hospitable. Can't get enough of them.
He says y'all.
Yeah, hey, let me tell you something, bub. Come here, big boy. Let me tell you something.
You ain't worth 15 cents. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder won the NBA Finals last night, defeating the Indiana Pacers. Probably a lot of upset people in Indiana.
Yeah.
This morning, they had a lot riding on that team, and it just did not work out for them.
Yeah, so it's weird that both of the teams in the NBA championship were from the small markets.
Yeah,
both of those cities is smaller than Charlotte even.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I found out something really crazy about TJ over the weekend. I'll tell you about it next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
If you've recently thought, dang, Lindsay's skin is looking good, your eyes are not deceiving you, it's Love Indus. Love Indus is my new skincare regimen. They have cleansers, serums, toners. You are going to love all of their products. And guess what? You get 21% off using code TJ. That's a better discount than pretty much anywhere you're going to get. So go to tjriggins.com/deals and check out my new favorite skincare line because you're going to be glowing. Your skin's going to be tighter. You're going to look vibrant. It's an amazing product. Check it out.
Buying or selling a house can be one of the most stressful things ever, but the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can help make your life easier. They're not just salespeople, they're actually real estate and marketing experts. Look, my wife and I always use the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty because they're great. It's just that simple. Let them help you find your next dream home. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple team, tjriggins.com/Temple team, and make sure to tell them that you heard about it from me, TJ, because that makes me look good.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
I was shocked to learn this, that TJ met a priest for the first time.
Yeah.
Last week. It's hard to believe in that he's from Louisiana, which has... I'm a Catholic, and I grew up Catholic, and I was very much into the church growing up, went to Catholic school and all that. I'm pretty sure Louisiana has over 500 parishes.
Yeah.
And North Carolina, I think we've got not even 200. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's just a ton of Catholics in Louisiana.
Yeah, it's because of how I always try to explain Louisiana people to someone who's never been. Louisiana is broken into 3 separate cultures, pretty much. there is north to central Louisiana, and that's where I'm from, and they're more, just country people. Like those are the Duck Dynasty people, all right? And then, and if you remember the show Billy the Exterminator, he was Shreveport, so that's North Louisiana. Then there's South Louisiana, and that's your Cajuns, the Acadian people. And then there's New Orleans, which is a different culture altogether. That's more Creole in New Orleans. So in the northern part of the state where I'm from, it's, Southern Baptist, Pentecostal. There aren't as many Catholics as there are in South Louisiana, but the South Louisiana people are the ones that founded the state. And that's why we don't have counties, we have parishes.
Yeah. And how did you meet this priest?
The guy that does the show before I start on mine in the night, he had him on his show. It was a priest that he had as a guest on his show. And his name's Brett Winterble, the host of the show, and he's very Catholic. And the priest, comes walking down the hall with him. They're walking out as I'm walking in, and it's a big guy wearing a fedora.
Yeah, a lot of priests. It's very Italian. Like a lot of priests wear fedoras and stuff like that.
Yeah,
straw hats. You didn't get his name, did you?
No.
Okay.
And he wasn't very chatty with me.
Oh no.
No, he was just kind of, I am nice to meet you. And then, looked away while Brett and I were talking like he was ready to go.
Really?
Yeah. And then when I started to walk away, I said, "It was nice meeting you." And I don't know if he didn't hear me or what, but he didn't say it back. So.
Oh, a little icy, a little cold.
Well, it could have been just preoccupied with something else. He may have just been trying to figure out, am I sticking with this fedora look or not? Kind of thing.
Well, I was going to say, maybe this was a call. It's time for you to come home, It's time for you to come. It's time. I mean, it only makes sense.
It's too much studying. Too much studying, too much getting down and getting back up. I mean, come on.
One thing you mentioned that you said, since you're from a small town, your friend, anytime you travel to another town, he'd ask if every woman that he saw was a prostitute.
Oh, yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Like he just wasn't used to seeing women walk around?
Right. But it wasn't every woman just about. It was just women walking alone or with other women that weren't, maybe they weren't dressed to the nines or whatever. And he would go, "Hey, are they prostitutes? Are they prostitutes?"
Really?
Yeah, because that's all you see in the movies most of the time when they show a big city scene and women are walking, they're prostitutes, leaning into cars and things like that. Yeah.
That's funny.
Women walking in the city just assume.
Well, yeah, if they're stopped on the corner and they're talking to people, just chatting it up or leaning into a car or whatever, that in the movie it's established that that's what they're doing. So he just wanted to see one in real life.
Yeah, wow, that is wild.
They're wearing like a sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah!
All right, let's
This
go.
is the TJ and Riggins Show.
When you subscribe to the show, you get all of our shows right when you open up your podcast apps, YouTube app, or social media. Learn more at tjriggins.com/subscribe.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
I receive a lot of backlash from people when I say that you don't have to be Southern to be a redneck. There are rednecks all over the country, all over the world, actually. People who engage in what is deemed to be redneck behavior. Because you take somebody who's just so uncouth and trashy and let's say they live in New York somewhere, not even New York City, but just somewhere else. And if they meet a Southern person, they're going to refer to them as rednecks or hillbillies, just because they're Southern. Meanwhile, they're doing some of the trashiest behavior in their lives, and they don't know that we make fun of them as well. But even in Canada, they've got rednecks because there was a person who was pulled over by the police because they were driving very slowly. He was driving slowly because he had a mattress on the roof of his car, and he and the passenger had their arms out holding the mattress while they were driving.
Sure.
To keep it from flying off, which is, I mean, straight redneck behavior.
Classic.
Police pull him over.
Bungee.
Yeah, police pull him over, and he says, "I'm just trying to get this mattress, to my house. Can you give me a police escort so I can get it there?" And they said, "No, no,
no, sir."
And then surely there was somebody around there that said what I always say is, "I don't know how families make it without having a truck."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't, man. Somebody in the family has to have a truck.
Really?
Yeah. For just, reasons like this. You can get a new mattress. Have you ever seen anybody driving like that?
Doing the one hand?
Yeah.
I don't know that I have, but it's like what you think about when somebody doesn't have their proper bungee cords, like Lindsay said.
We saw somebody pull away from a mattress store when we lived in Birmingham. They pulled away from the mattress store and up onto the highway. And they had one rope around it. I guess that's all they had. And then they were trying to hold it with their hands. And it, like, they didn't even get out of sight of the mattress store before the thing flew off in the road.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A brand new mattress that you just bought. You see it go flying.
And I just wonder how much the delivery of it would have been.
Yeah, right. You sure you don't know? We'll just take care of it.
$15. Oh, yeah. That's highway robbery. I'll take it myself.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at tjriggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at tjriggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jody's House Podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at tjriggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. tjriggins.com.
Our friends at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress are having a huge Independence Day sale. Big savings all over the place, like 15% off avocado mattresses, 15% off Boom Day bedroom furniture. You can also save $500 on the best-selling Breeze Tempur-Pedic mattresses and so much more. Don't miss the big Independence Day sale going on at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Check them out at tjriggins.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D, Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So Lindsay is competing in a swim meet tomorrow night. You did say Tuesday, right? Tuesday night?
Tuesday night, yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow night she's going to be competing in a swim meet against other parents from her children's swim team. And so you're going to be swimming against men's,
women's, everybody.
Okay. So do the women's get a head start or anything like that? Or is it just straight up competition?
It's straight up competition. I want to make sure that I'm going against somebody that sucks.
Well, know? Mm-hmm. And how are you going to determine that?
I don't know. I'm going to try to
You look like you're terrible. Yeah. You look like you can't swim a lick. I'm going to go against you.
Guaranteed somebody's going to say that about me. Guaranteed. Girl.
They might see you as like the Michael Phelps of the neighborhood, Michelle Phelps.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that come into play here. The swimsuit, because, when you're swimming, when you dive in, you can't be wearing something that's just going to, not a fashionable bathing suit, which is what I have. You got to wear like a tight Speedo-ish.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to get that?
No, I hadn't figured out what I'm going to wear yet. It should be interesting. I'm not going to buy anything for this. That's silly.
Well, what if you end up having a malfunction out there?
It's not going to be pretty. I can tell you that. Look away. Look away.
You're telling me that $300 bathing suit that you bought on vacation is not going to make the cut?
I'm going to be really honest. I think I'm wearing that one. The only reason I think I'm wearing that is because it's like a Spanx brand, which is super tight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll stay up. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of matronly looking, high neck.
Yeah.
Matronly looking.
High neck.
Oh.
Yeah.
You going to wear a swim cap too?
No, I didn't even want to wear that when I was swimming. But I will wear goggles,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, so I can, see. But the main takeaway is that I'm not like embarrassed, but I'm not confident in everyone just staring at me in a bathing suit right now.
Yeah.
I mean, or like ever probably, but right now at 41.
Yeah, but at least you don't have to worry about your hair falling out this time like you would have back in high school with your weave falling out in the pool.
Good point. Well, not high school, but yes, good point.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Make your company part of the new radio explosion. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Megan 2.0 is out in theaters this week. Megan, if you missed the first one, so it's like the new version of Chucky. It's like the doll that comes to life and then starts killing everybody. Yeah. And the sequel is out on Friday, June 27th. So they've been promoting this movie a lot on social media and on TV. Just no interest in seeing this one.
Yeah, I never saw the first one, but it looked kind of creepy. Like it might be kind of cool. But.
Yeah. It's just not for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a funny movie than a scary movie.
Oh, it's more funny?
What?
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's scary parts to it, but it doesn't take itself very seriously.
Will TJ laugh in it?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
I'm gonna go with no.
I don't know if that says more about TJ or more about the movie. I'm not really sure.
Probably more about me.
Does it? So they are promoting it heavy, but Megan 2.0 is out in theaters this week. Experts are now saying if you live next to a microplastic polluted waterway, your risk for developing type 2 diabetes, stroke, and coronary heart disease has the risk of getting any of those things jumps astronomically. So if you live next to a body of water with a lot of microplastics, how do you know if the body of water has a lot of microplastic in it? I don't know.
They tell you.
Will they tell you?
These people will tell you. Yeah.
It's one of the first large-scale studies to suggest that living near these waters has detrimental effects on your health.
Does it say does or could have?
May significantly. It may significantly, though.
May.
It may do it a lot.
That gets them out of a lawsuit.
Is that right?
Yeah. And it also shows that they don't know what they're talking about. If you had concrete facts, you wouldn't have to say may do this.
TJ,
these may significantly do this.
These are the experts. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They're experts.
And we found out a couple years ago you're filled up with microplastics.
Mm-hmm. No, mine were maximum plastics.
Were they huge?
Yeah. Yeah, when I had that colonic done, I mean, they were pulling out whole Legos and stuff.
It's really freaky. And then the Oklahoma City are the top trending topic. They won the NBA Finals, the NBA championship last night, defeating the Indiana Pacers. But also TJ's LSU Tigers won the College World Series over the weekend, defeating Coastal Carolina. So some college sports action and some NBA in the news this week.
Yeah, LSU has won the College World Series 8 times. They've been national champions.
Yeah.
And second to USC, who's won it 12, but that was back, before they even had helmets. It was so long ago.
The leatherheads,
Yeah.
So it's an important week this week. I'll tell you why next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Okay, everyone, here's a little PSA for you. R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville, Father's Day is just 2 weeks away. And they're the place you need to go. Because at R. Gregory Jewelers, they not only have women's jewelry, but they have men's pocket knives, they have men's jewelry, they have cool watches. Anything you need, they got you covered. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville. And even if your man is like, you know what, don't give me anything, no. He needs something, he wants something, he deserves something. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Listen everywhere. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
It's my birthday this week. How exciting. It was my brother's birthday yesterday, so I went over to his house to see him, and it kind of irritated me because my sister-in-law said, hey, would you like to come in? We're going to do a surprise party for your brother. He's turning 40. And I said, okay, I'll show up for that, sure. We don't do birthdays in my family, but okay, I'll come to this. What time do I need to be there for the surprise? And she goes, well, I haven't really figured that out yet, and I'll let... That's an important part of a surprise party, to tell people what time they got to get there. And it turns out it wasn't. I walk in the door, he knew I was coming already. And yeah.
No surprise.
You guys just like misled me on purpose to get me to come. Was that what happened here? It certainly seems that way. But happy birthday. But I want Rob's help
So
on
the
this.
surprise was for you.
I guess so, yeah. I wouldn't have come. I mean, we don't do birthdays, and he's 40. You know, relax. He's not a 12-year-old kid with a Batman-themed birthday party. He's 40. So that's for another day.
It's a big one, though.
It's a big one?
Yeah.
When you're a guy? Is it a big one? Okay. Well, it is my birthday this week, and the greatest things I can get for free this week because it's my birthday week.
Oh, you can go to Red Robin and get a free burger, free meal. Technically, you get the bottomless fries there. If you're signed up for the rewards, you can also go to Dairy Queen and get you a free Blizzard. I believe.
Good one.
I think Nothing Bundt Cake. You can go get one from there as well.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I remember off the top of my head, but those are good ones.
So nothing Bundt Cake. I can get a free Bundt Cake, a free Blizzard.
I think it's one of the little Buntini things, you know.
A Buntini?
Yeah, they're like this big, but worth it.
I'm here for my one free Buntini.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's the
gosh.
size of a big cupcake, though.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to see that. Can I please go with you
When
Riggins walks into a place and says, "I want my free sample."
Yeah.
Never.
Make it quick.
This would never happen.
No, there's just no chance. But I was just curious. So, and do I have to sign up for the rewards programs for all these places, or is it just Red Robin?
100%. You're going to get bombarded with emails every day if you want these free things. But you know what? It's worth it.
Totally worth it.
You know what? It's worth it for the free Blizzard, the free Buntini, and the free Red Robin. So, okay, that's what I wanted to know. That's perfect answer, Rob. Thank you for enlightening me.
Thanks. No problem.
I'm going to be eating for free. I'm going to be eating good this week.
And you're going to get a T-shirt that says, "If it's free, it's for me."
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
The TJ and Riggins Show is new at 7 a.m. Eastern each weekday morning and available most anywhere you watch or listen to shows. YouTube, podcast platforms, streaming, and radio station sites are all now at our media center at tjriggins.com. It works just like an app, easy to navigate, and you'll get everything right there on one page. All the podcasts, all the videos, all the great deals you can take advantage of as a member of the radio family. The TJ and Riggins Show is right there in your hand. Learn how to add it to your phone's home screen at tjriggins.com/ad.